Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with an update on Gypsy Rose. I want to kind of recap what happened on her birthday and her privating pretty much all of her TikTok content, as well as somebody leaking some absolutely heartbreaking crime scene photos. And all of this happened on Gypsy's birthday. Blanchard has also decided to join in on TikTok, so we just have a few things to go over. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so let's start out with the absolute bombshell that was released on Gypsy's birthday. Somebody released additional photos of Gypsy Rose's crime scene where she and Nicholas carried out the crime of unaliving her mother, Blanchard. And the photos are floating around on Facebook. They are on Facebook and then you have to go to a Google Drive. I actually saw them on Reddit. I don't know how long they're going to be up. These photos are so graphic. I'm surprised that they're even still floating out there. I don't know who released these photos. I had always seen images of Gypsy's crime scene. I think a lot of us saw the medicine cabinet and her abandoned wheelchair and photos of her room and photos of the living room just being super cluttered. And I had seen photos of Dee Dee's bed, but not with her in it. And of course, I never really went out of my way to look for these. I would just see them consuming Gypsy Rose related content. But the photos that were released of her in the bed are heartbreaking. They're heartbreaking because if you are actually following the facts when it comes to the Gypsy Rose case, and then you see the images of Dee Dee, it is it's a very direct example of overkill. I personally do not understand how anyone could see those photos and then see Gypsy Rose over on social media talking about how she uses Charlotte Tilbury lipstick and she's preparing for this baby and she went up in Pottery Barn Kids and picked out some Harry Potter crib sheets and how she likes the Kosas eyebrow pencil. I don't understand how you could support that, having seen what she literally was involved in with the unaliving of Dee Dee. Those photos are not only embarrassing to Dee Dee's memory, but it also, in my opinion, really shows just how callous and cold and calculated Gypsy Rose was to have this be the end and she could justify it because she was abused. Gypsy Rose should not be an influencer. She should not be a mommy blogger. She should not even be on social media. She should not be being propped up as some kind of celebrity and being adored by these young people, literal teens and people in their early 20s that are worshiping her and calling her queen. I can't fathom anyone continuing to support her having seen those images. I will provide a link where you can see them if you do want to see them. Of course, I'm not going to be putting them in my video because my entire channel would be taken out if I included those images. They are that graphic. They are that gruesome. But if you are curious, please be warned, it is a lot to take in. But you can check my description box and I will link those down there for you. Now, while those crime scene photos were going viral, especially over on Facebook, and a lot of people are obviously talking about them on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, Gypsy decided to delete all of her TikToks except for 3. So she had put up a get ready with me the other day. That's gone. All of her little weird lovey-dovey stuff with her and Ken, for the majority, that is gone. You know, videos where she claimed that she was speaking her truth and telling her story, like anything to do with that is gone. To be clear, she did not delete those. She just privated them. And in my opinion, the reason that she had to private them is because people started getting through the couple of videos that she had up that maybe the comments were on. People were probably flooding her comments. I can imagine that it probably started a whole storm for her on her birthday. Do I feel bad? No, I do not feel bad for her having people calling her out for what she orchestrated on her birthday. I don't feel bad. Now, Rod Blanchard has also decided to cash in and jump on TikTok to make videos of his own. And I don't agree with everything that Rod has said. I've said before, I think that he's a pushover. I think that he, you know, just does as he's told and doesn't really try to buck at Christy or Gypsy or even Ken for that matter. I think that he's just kind of like along for the ride. At the same time, I also think that he's a likable guy. Let's listen to his video and then I'll give my thoughts.
Gypsy, happy birthday. Big birthday girl. Sorry I couldn't be there to celebrate it with you. I'll be home in a couple days. We'll celebrate it. I have something special for you. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll do something. I'm just looking forward to spend some time with you. I want you to know I love you. I miss you. I'm real proud of you. I'm happy that you're in love. You're going to be a mommy. I think you're going to be a wonderful mom. I think Christy did you a favor by giving you closure and rekindling some stuff with Ken. Y'all look really happy together. Y'all made it 4 months. That's longer than you made it with Ryan. So you're on a roll. Keep it going. One last thing I wanted to say to you. As a dad, I'm coming home in a couple days. Clean your room.
As far as saying that Christy is the one that provided closure, I don't think that Christy has provided anything but a wrecked marriage and a lot of drama since Gypsy has been out of prison. I think that she lives for the drama. I think that Gypsy does too, and I think that's why they really feed off of one another, and one will do what the other one says and vice versa. I think that it's embarrassing, and for Rod to be proud of Gypsy for having a 4-month relationship that could have been left out of the video. Again, it's embarrassment. It is being proud that your daughter was unfaithful, got out of a marriage, went back to her ex-fiance and ended up being knocked up so quickly. That's what you want to be proud of? I would be embarrassed. So it's not that I dislike Rod, I just have trouble having a lot of respect for him because I think that he's just a pushover. And, you know, it is what it is. The thing with the crime scene photos, I really can't stop thinking about that. I can't stop thinking about people seeing those photos and continuing to support Gypsy. And it really honestly, you know, really makes me question Ken as well, but he's obviously locked down now with, you know, allegedly being the father of this child. So he's kind of trapped, which I think was Gypsy's plan all along. There's an article that's also going around from the New Zealand Herald, and this just came out a few days ago, and she's quoted as saying, "I always just kind of see myself as a normal person. I don't think, and I don't mean any offense to anybody, but I don't think I've ever seen a story or had a celebrity that I was such a fan of, that I was so invested in their life. Oh, I'm just Gypsy, I'm just me." There's nothing normal about orchestrating the slaughter of your mother. after you were a willing participant as an adult in the money-making schemes that Dee Dee was doing. At a certain point, the child versus adult distinction needs to come in. Gypsy was not a child the latter years of when she and Dee Dee were doing what they were doing, you know, together. Have y'all seen these crime scene photos? Did you see them when they initially were going around a few days ago? I just, it really blew me away. I'll be honest. I've seen a lot of crime scene photos. I follow true crime. I've seen a lot of stuff. But these images, this is not somebody that wanted to get out of an situation. This was somebody that literally wanted to overkill their parent and nearly decapitate them. And that's what happened. And I still go back to Nicholas Godejohn admitting to 4 wounds and Dee Dee having 17 and literally almost losing her head. So I don't know. I think this whole thing needs to be reinvestigated. I realize that Gypsy did her time and she's out and doing whatever, but at the end of the day, anyone who knows about this and has seen it visually for themselves and continues to support Gypsy Rose, you need to get your head checked, because it's not normal. It is not normal to glorify somebody that did that to somebody else. But I think that's enough for today. I've taken a couple days off to get away from the Gypsy stuff and just kind of focus on some other things that I have going on, and just, you know, enjoy life. It's summertime and I don't want to just be doing this all the time, like consuming Gypsy Rose stuff. It does get a little tiring, so I'm glad that I took a little bit of a break, but we are back. More content will be coming, but for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.